So Aquinas asked the question, did God assume human defects when he became human? If Christ is perfect in his humanity, fully human, and in a certain way exemplary in his humanity, does he also have limitations and defects by virtue of the fact that he took on our human condition? Well, the answer is, of course, he does have defects and limitations, and St. Paul teaches this himself in his letters, so Aquinas is trying to grapple with that. The two most fundamental defects he took on are corporeal vulnerability and emotional limitation and suffering. Corporeal vulnerability is the simple fact that Christ is able to suffer physically, capable of being killed, dying, and experiencing the human separation of body and soul that we call death. So Jesus took on a mortal, vulnerable human body, and in that sense showed a profound solidarity with us, exemplified in the fact that he died, suffered and died. And he also experiences emotional pathos. So Aquinas specifically mentions sadness and anger. So Christ can experience profound sadness at human sin or hard-heartedness, the rejection he experiences from his people or from the abandonment he experiences of his friends, etc. And anger, which we see, for example, in the cleansing of the temple scene, or when the Pharisees refuse the fact that he's worked a miracle on the Sabbath, and he's angry at the injustice of the hardness of heart or the lack of understanding of the covenant. And so anger is a passion and emotion that participates very closely in intelligence, as Aquinas says. And so if you make a right judgment about a moral injustice, it's normal and natural to be angry, and Jesus has a measured anger. Now Aquinas notes that the deep emotional pathos Christ experiences and his very great physical suffering and death are all imperfections or limitations of human nature that are not incompatible with his sinlessness. So Jesus does not assimilate or take on the limitation or human defect of sin. He is without sin. He experiences some of the effects of sin, and that's what it means when we say in a certain Hebraic and metaphorical way, he became sin for us. He took on, as it were, the shape or the manifestation of condemnation because he took on the mystery of suffering and death and made himself subject to the imperfections of our age, the political injustices he endured, the religious injustices he endured, and he also experienced our own moral sinfulness in his prophetic knowledge and his understanding of the gravity of human sin, that actually we don't possess the sensitivity he possesses or possessed in his human life. Okay, so he has no sin in him. He experiences our sin, and because of his vulnerabilities, he can, in a way, out of love, manifest his love. Well, he can suffer, and he can manifest his love in and through suffering in a particularly acute way. Why did Christ take on our human limitations and sufferings? Aquinas gives three reasons that are all related to solidarity with us. So it's a kind of, we could say in Christological terms, it's a solidarity theme. The first is Christ in his real human suffering, his limitations, shows us the reality of his humanity. God truly became human in the condition of our world, and he made himself subject to the ordinary conditions of human existence as we experience them. He's truly human. It's not magic, it's not fiction, it's not myth, it's flesh and blood. God took on a human nature. The second reason is he showed us how to live in this world under the conditions of suffering in a holy way in conformity with his grace. He's a model of virtue. So Jesus' for example, patience during his passion, his refusal to condemn people in a vitriolic way when he's persecuted before the religious authorities, the way he suffers mockery, the way he deals with unbelief in the face of his own rejection. All of this, these are examples of Jesus' amazing and profound and deep virtue, but there are examples like this, many of them, in the lives of the Christian saints who have been conformed to Christ in their imitation of him with the help of his grace. And that shows, life is livable as a Christian in the midst of great suffering. It's a huge encouragement. And even through the mystery of suffering and death, we can live with Christ. We can be conformed to him. The third reason is he took on the defects of his soul and body that we've mentioned so that he could experience the passion. And the experience of the passion is a way in which in experiencing the passion, Christ manifests to us his love for the Father, his fidelity and obedience to the Father in his human heart and human mind, wherein he submits voluntarily to the extreme emotional and physical sufferings of the passion in order to freely commit himself as man to the Father to make atonement for all human sin. So where we've disobeyed and failed to love, he has obeyed and loved God. And he also manifests his love for us. His patient endurance of suffering manifests the intensity of divine love for us that's unveiled through his human heart, his human decision to suffer, his human subjection to the agony of the passion. So the defects are really important, you might say, to manifest divine love. Christ took on the frailties of our human nature, the limitations of our human condition, to manifest the reality of the mystery of divine love in and through his human patience, his obedience, and his suffering.